they would have been terrified for their lives.
This
Because I sure was.
This podcast almost didn't make it past episode 1.
This
No.
podcast was almost court evidence in our deaths.
That first podcast was hilarious.
Did you just turn Asian?
Oh, yes, I did. Hilarious.
That was awful.
That was the worst Chinese Oriental accent I've ever done.
Can we bring back the Polish hammer?
Oh, man.
Would you be offended if I wore a geisha outfit?
A geisha outfit? I think it was really hot. Ask B. B's the one that would be offended by it. He hates geishas.
What's wrong with geishas, B?
Why do you hate geishas so much?
Why are you such a hater of geishas?
What did you do? What did a geisha ever do to you? A geisha bent him.
It wasn't
Oh.
enough.
He stays flaccid around geishas. He just hates silk.
What the hell is an aluminum falcon?
Don't you? Is that the
I
thing?
need to update our board.
You hate Silky, don't you?
Yeah, silk sucks.
Oh man, you're a monster. You're a monster. So you guys didn't watch Beast in the East because there were people on NXT on it, right? That's why?
I mean, I watched the highlights.
Oh, that's almost like you didn't even watch it.
Yeah. I watched like 5 minutes of the Finn Balor Kevin Owens fight.
I honestly say I watched the first 5 minutes of the first match and then I gave up.
Really? Because the
Yeah.
first match was pretty solid.
I
Don't
think
remember what it was.
Chris Jericho.
And Neville? Oh my, that was like
Neville.
the second best match on the card.
What are you talking about? The main event.
There was just too many geishas in the crowd.
There were a lot of geishas.
I think that's why B didn't watch it.
I think, yeah, that's
Yeah.
probably why.
There was a whole lot
They
of
actually
geishas.
did. They did the whole for the Kevin Owens match and Finn Balor. They did the whole the Japanese or the Chinese girl, Japanese, whatever it is. Went out and they handed them flowers and stuff before the match. Because it's like,
Bent over.
That was his welcome back type thing, wasn't
well,
it?
no, that's what they do for every heavyweight title match.
China's different.
Yeah.
It's actually Japan.
Yeah, it's Japan.
Same thing.
They're in Japan.
They're the same thing. They're both short.
Yao Ming.
Long time.
That was much better than your first impression.
Oh, speaking of great impressions, guess who we can go see in Lowell in a few weeks?
Brother Luke!
What?
Brother Luke!
Are they gonna be there?
Yes.
Brother Luke.
Cousin Luke.
Cousin Luke. Cousin Luke.
Cousin Luke. Cousin Luke is gonna be in Lowell.
Oh man.
I should go there and do my impression for him. Cousin Luke! Can you give me an autograph?
Oh man. Oh, I would pay so much money to watch.
Somebody
you
needs
go
to
up
stand back
there.
and video that one. I should dress up like a bushwhacker. Walking in.
Hello. Dude,
Hey, Cousin Luke!
oh, I can't even handle this right now. Oh.
Oh, I think I just gave myself a stroke.
You have to do that. Hello, mateys.
Oh, I'm sweating.
Walk behind the table like you are a bushwhacker.
I can sign autographs now!
Oh man. Oh god, I'm just imagining the bushwhacker beat the shit out of you because you tried to walk behind the table.
The bodyguards.
The bodyguards are like George the Animal Steel. Oh man, that was awesome. You're dying now, but that was awesome.
That hurts.
So the one issue I have, or the issue I have with people not liking Beast in the East, they're like, oh, why'd they name a whole event after Brock if he only wrestled Kofi Kingston? And like the way I look at
It
it,
was a point they were trying to make.
exactly. You need Brock to come off looking strong after his last match. He lost the belt. You couldn't have it be somebody that had momentum, so you just toss in somebody that can sell well and can do some.
Damage.
If there was,
Some cool
I
things.
think they should have had the entire New Day face him. I think
Didn't he
that
wrecked
would've-
the entire New
I
Day,
know,
though.
but I think it would have done more if they were all against him.
So with that whole Brock thing leading into Raw,
Yeah, it's supposed to make him strong after Raw when he get the shit beat out of him, and then he tried to kill a kid.
Yeah, where he threw a
Literally.
door. He threw a car door and stuff. He's got a real issue with hitting people with furniture
Right?
that aren't actually.
What was the other thing he...
It was
it
the
a
monitor.
chair?
He
The
threw
monitor.
the monitor and it bounced
The
the woman
monitor.
in the front row.
And he got in trouble for that one. He didn't get in trouble for this one.
He's
That's
got
a freak accident, though. Like, the thing came apart as soon as he threw the damn thing.
Yeah, the kid was fine.
Yeah.
They took him back, gave him a bunch of swag. He didn't want any medical attention or anything like that. And
I feel like that wasn't even a real car door, because I feel a real car door would definitely, like, do some solid damage.
it wasn't
to
the door. It was the
was like
padding inside
oh,
the
the
door
paneling.
flew one way and the door went the other. The door didn't make it into the crowd.
The door,
padding.
like, hit the side of
Yeah,
the
the padding
lighting
did.
over there.
He was probably supposed to throw it down a little more.
What if Brock started an arena fire because he hit the lights?
I was waiting for him to hit the gas tank or something with the
Boom.
front thing.
Just
Or
watch
hit
it. I'm
himself.
sure there was no gap. Yeah, what if Brock chopped
I'm
his
like,
legs
why?
off?
Why didn't they use a sledgehammer? They use an axe with points on both ends, and I was afraid it was going to bounce back.
He's a farmer. He knows how to use an axe. He uses an
Yeah,
axe all the time.
Not
He's
a
chop-
double-edged axe.
Yeah, he does. I guarantee it. He's chopping trees all the time. That's what he does when he's in Minnesota.
Yeah, I
Teaching
know.
his
I know.
kid
I know he's
bear.
on a farm and whatever.
Him and Bear just destroying
Bear!
trees.
And also, people are like, "Oh, Brock, why do they have to send Brock to Japan?" People don't even understand. Brock Lesnar was like huge in Japan for a long time. Like he was there for 3 years.
He's like
or something
Godzilla.
he
He's like Godzilla in Japan.
he was there for like 3 years and was like the IWGP champion and undefeated in Japan.
Man, they're fucking crazy over there about wrestling.
They are.
I've watched a couple New Japan wrestling,
Yeah.
and their matches over there, they last an hour.
Yeah.
One match, and it's crazy. Crazy
It's
moves that
fast
they do
paced
over there.
too. Yeah.
It's like finisher after finisher after finisher after finisher.
But they don't have all the false finishes that they do in America. It's a lot of constant pace chain
The
wrestling.
John Cena false finishes.
John
the
Cena, I'm gonna
Cesaro.
kick out of every.
Every move that's ever been created.
Cesaro is making Cena look great.
And now I'm gonna steal like AJ Styles moves and all these other moves, and
Oh, if Cena does the Styles Clash, I'll give him so much
he
respect.
did that, didn't he?
No, he
Kind
can't do
of.
the Styles Clash though.
He did it halfway.
Not the full flip with it.
No.
I want to see somebody do the Canadian Destroyer.
It's banned.
It's outlawed, yeah.
It's outlawed.
Somebody should do it though.
And it's sad that these matches.
That's why Petey Williams retired. They outlawed his finish, so he's like, all right, I don't need any more money. I can go home now.
It's sad that the best 3 matches on Raw the past 3 weeks have been Cena matches.
Because of Cesaro.
Well, Cesaro and what's his name?
Cesaro's going to be Kevin Owens' first feud when he wins the belt.
Yeah.
I think they're going to give
So-
Cena some time off.
Is Cena gonna break? And then come back and go after the title, or is he coming back after the other belt then?
I don't know. I think... No, not for the other belt.
Why don't
Not
they bring him back and put him in the tag team?
No.
It's
Cena
the only
doesn't
belt
do-
he has never won.
Cena doesn't do
Yeah, he
tag
has
team.
with Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, he has won it before.
Has he?
Yeah, with Shawn Michaels.
Was I watching wrestling then?
Probably
I don't
not.
know. It was... Well, you probably watched the WrestleMania.
There was a small period where I missed.
It was when Triple H...
No, I
hurt
think
himself.
I've missed some WrestleManias too with the.
No, we watched them all.
With
that
them.
was the one thing we watched every year.
Yeah,
even
that's
when
true.
we stopped.
Yeah, then yeah.
So
I
we
don't
had
know
no idea what
the
was
fuck's
going on, but...
I have no idea what feud's going on. You always know the Undertaker, but other than that, the other
Oh,
feuds. you're
by
like,
the way,
what the
I
fuck?
looked at this list
Yeah.
the other day.
Sting and Undertaker's not on it.
No, it was 20 times the Undertaker let his ego get ahead of him.
Yeah.
Talks about 2001 when he just let himself get fat.
Oh, sweet.
How he always needed a big guy to beat to make him look even more legitimately tough. Wrestler Court, which he was the head of. That was a backstage thing where him, JBL, and Hardcore Holly were the presiding court over issues in the locker room. Hardcore Holly and JBL were the people that were the enforcers of it. That's like when The Miz got kicked out. The Undertaker was behind it.
That doesn't surprise me. He's from Texas. He's gonna be an asshole.
That's all it basically was the Undertaker being an asshole. Like him moving his way into the Stone Cold thing in '98 when Stone Cold was his hottest. It was basically letting his wife pin Diamond Dallas Page. Only losing to Brock, only agreeing to lose to a legitimate UFC fighter.
Did you see that Brock came out saying that he didn't want to lose to him?
Who, Taker?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
brought
they
it.
had to coerce him.
He brought it to them. He's like, I don't want to lose to the Undertaker. I don't want to be the one to, break the streak and people are gonna fucking hate me or whatever.
Yeah, and they were like, but Brock, you're the only one that can, though.
Yeah,
He can't beat you and then go lose to some Joe Schmo next.
like the Miz.
Yeah, what if the Miz broke the Undertaker's streak?
I would be done. If
I
you-
would be so
I would
happy.
be fucking so done with wrestling.
You
it wouldn't
love the
even be
Miz,
funny.
don't even lie.
This podcast would not have two of its hosts.
You wouldn't like if the Miz beat the Undertaker? What about Ryback?
Okay, The Miz almost got hit by a car a few weeks ago, and I was thrilled.
What about Ryback?
Ryback. You don't
Me-
think the Miz is gonna beat Ryback in the Big Show?
No.
I do.
You mean the Flying Chode and the Flying Porta Potty? That is what Ryback and Big Show are now.
Why?
Because that's my nicknames for him. Because
It's the
Ryback
fucking
looks like a
giant
giant
joke.
chode.
Ryback does look like a giant human penis.
He goes to the top rope and jumps
What makes
off and
you
looks
so
like a
special?
fucking chode.
I like to think it's because of my perky nipples.
That's basically him.
Ryback does have some perky nipples.
He does.
Ryback has a lot of steroids.
I don't understand why Big Show's still in storylines.
Have you seen all the fans at house shows telling him to retire?
No.
Yeah. Every time he comes out, fans are cheering retire.
You probably should.
I think he needs to have one more good feud, and then I
no,
think he's
enough
done.
Big Show feuds. He's got no. His last good feud was when he turned heel with Big Johnny against John Cena. After that, he should have retired.
But Bray Wyatt hasn't had a feud with the Big Show yet. He's had a feud with everybody else.
Has he had one with Kane? Yeah, he did.
He's had one with just about everyone. Next is probably going to be Seth Rollins.
So
because
it's Roman Reigns now, so Bray's gonna fucking lose again.
No, Bray wins. When was the last time Bray lost?
Every single time. He doesn't win.
No, I thought he always wins basically, other than Cena and
No.
Cena, Jericho,
I
and
think
Taker.
he won in the last pay-per-view. I don't know who he fuck. Ambrose.
Yeah, he beat Ambrose twice.
I think he beat Ambrose.
So next they're going to have him face Seth Rollins because it's just the Shield all over again.
I
For
think they need to bring
everything.
what's-his-name back with him, since the other guy's out for a while.
Harper
So
Yeah.
it's 6 to 8 months.
tore his bicep.
I think they need to.
Let's bring in ZZ. See how
ZZ.
dummies sound.
America Zane. They need America Zane and his big fake penis.
So we're gonna bring ZZ into the studio here.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, ZZ's ready.
Come on in, ZZ. So hey, what'd you think about? What's your name? Looking at your package.
You know, we're back in the swamp. The alligators, they look at my package and they say, Zizi, I think a hero is a lot of different types of things, like America and alligators. Alligators are American heroes. And I'm going to teach Louisiana and the WWE Universe how to respect the alligators.
Don't you think you should have wore pants instead of those tight ass fucking?
Well, you see,
Shorts.
that's how I catch the alligators. I dangle my big fake penis in the alligator-infested water. And being from Louisiana, we down the bayou can respect the alligator dangler.
Well, that's just the.
That's what we feed the alligators. Have you never seen an alligator?
Yeah, I've seen an alligator,
What about an
but
alligator?
I don't feed an alligator my penis.
Oh, that's because you don't have the alligator.
Well,
dangler.
we're from Boston, and
I
that's
leave
not
the
how we
alligator
don't have.
dangler and
We don't
everyone
have.
face the
Look,
alligator.
look! Get out of my studio, you prick!
Listen, I know that Patrick brought a puppy to the ring, or a dog, but Zizi brought 2 alligators to the ring.
We all know you were gonna win,
Thank you. Thank you for the
but
compliment.
still, get out of here.
Alright, I'll see you back in Louisiana with the alligators.
No, bo, ho, sho, ko, ro, to, so. Porque tozo ko ba fo jo.
He's always a good interview.
He is.
He's always interesting, that's for sure.
We might have him on every week now.
Yeah.
Up until he gets kicked off, or is he going to be a regular, you think?
He should
He's
be a